Hello friends, welcome to Gentleman Cadet Academy GCA. Hope you all are doing good and preparing well for your upcoming SSB. So today the video is a part of GD topics with the leads and discussion series, and before this I have made a couple of high level GD topics. If you want to watch all these videos, the link of the playlist is available in the I button. So in this video I will discuss each lead one by one. So like always, without wasting any time, let us start. So the topic of the GD is Bangladesh emerging as the third front in India's security after China and Pakistan? Three leads are given. The very first is recent diplomatic and political shifts. Second lead is strategic concerns for India. Third is opportunities for engagement and stabilization. So this is one of the latest and high level topic. So now let us discuss each lead one by one. So starting with the first lead, recent diplomatic and political shifts. So last year, that is in 2024, Bangladesh went through major political changes that affected the country's leadership. Everything started when students across the country, they began protesting against changes in government's job quota system. So these quotas decide how many government jobs or university seats are given to certain groups. So the protest grew so large and intense that Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina decided to step down, and she had been the leader of Bangladesh for a long time. And after her resignation, she went to India for safety. And this was a big moment because Hasina had been one of the most powerful leaders in South Asia. And after she left, the interim government under Muhammad Yunus took charge. He promised to make big changes and hold new elections by 2026 to bring stability to the country. But these changes also affected Bangladesh's relationship with India. For example, Bangladesh suddenly cancelled $21 million deal for a tugboat that was being built in India. So this showed that the new government had different priorities. Bangladesh also stopped buying key Indian products like yarn and rice. These decisions hurt Indian businesses, and in response, India also added trade restrictions on goods from Bangladesh, which started a trade conflict between two countries. So what worried India even more was that Bangladesh quickly started to rebuild ties with Pakistan. Bangladesh reopened its embassy and visa services in Pakistan, restarted direct trade, and even began talking about working together on defense. They also discussed buying Pakistan fighter jets and missiles. This is a big change, and it shows that Bangladesh might be trying to reduce India's influence by getting closer to Pakistan. And at the same time, China saw an opportunity and moved in quickly to strengthen its ties with Bangladesh. So in early 2025, China gave Bangladesh more than $2 billion in loans and investment, much more than what Bangladesh had received during Hasina's time. And China is now helping build a big industrial area at Chittagong port, which is an important place on the Bay of Bengal, a major sea route. So this gives China more power in the Indian Ocean, which India sees as its own area of influence. Bangladesh also cancelled earlier water sharing agreements with India and made new deals with China instead. So which shows that country is shifting away from India. And inside the country, the new leaders and some Islamist group have been speaking more strongly against India. So there have been public rallies with extreme anti-India slogans, and attacks on Hindu communities in Bangladesh have gone up sharply. So this increase in hatred has hurt diplomatic relations. So what used to be called the golden era of friendship between India and Bangladesh under Hasina is now turning into a time of mistrust and blame. Now let us move to the second lead, strategic concerns for India. So why are these changes in Bangladesh so important for India? So the very first is India and Bangladesh, they share a very long border, around 4,000 kilometers, which is very porous, and much of this runs through rivers, forest and faraway areas, which makes it hard to guard. So last year in 2024, illegal border crossings increased. For example, 1,100 people from Bangladesh and 245 from India, they were caught trying to cross without permission. Smugglers are also using the border to move gold, drugs like syrup and cannabis, animals and even people. So these illegal activities are dangerous for local communities, help fund criminal groups, and may even support terrorist operations. So the second reason is the political instability in Bangladesh, which is giving terrorist groups more room to grow. So one such group, Ansar al-Islam, which is linked to Al-Qaeda, had its leader released from jail in 2024. And this group and others like it are spreading extremist ideas and treating India as an enemy. So the recent increase in violence against Hindus in Bangladesh is also a sign of rising radicalism. India is worried that Bangladesh could become a safe place or pathway for militants who want to attack India, especially in the sensitive northeastern areas. Third reason is Pakistan's growing influence in Bangladesh, which is another major security concern. Various reports say that head of Pakistan's intelligence agency secretly visited Dhaka, and Pakistani military forces might soon begin training Bangladeshi troops. So if this is true, it would mean that Pakistan could threaten India not only from the west as it usually does, but also from the east, that is through Bangladesh. So this two-front situation would make India's defense and intelligence work much harder. And the fourth reason is China's increasing military presence in Bangladesh, which adds another layer of concern. China has already given Bangladesh submarine and helping build a large naval base called BNS Sheikh Hasina on the country's southeast coast. And this base is big enough to allow Chinese Navy ships to dock there. The move expands China's military reach in the Indian Ocean, an area that India considers very important for its national security. And India is already dealing with Chinese influence in countries like Myanmar and Sri Lanka. Now, with China's growing role in Bangladesh, India may feel surrounded. So, this is often described as part of China's string of pearls strategy, where it builds military and commercial facilities around India. So when you look at all of these issues together, many experts are warning that Bangladesh could become a third front for India, in addition to threats from Pakistan in west and China in the north and east. So while Bangladesh is not currently a military threat, but its growing closeness with India's main rivals makes the security situation more complex and harder to manage. Now moving to the third and the last lead, opportunities for engagement and stabilization. So even with all the challenges, India still has many opportunities to rebuild its relationship with Bangladesh and support peace in the region. India has been one of Bangladesh's biggest development partners for many years. It has supported big infrastructure projects such as new rail lines connecting Bangladesh to India's northeast and large power plants like Maitri project, and continue to support and expand projects which will help to keep both economies connected. Better roads, trains and power supplies also help to reduce border tensions. So the trade between two countries can grow even more. India is already one of Bangladesh's top export destinations and foreign investors. And by working out at full economic partnership or free trade agreement, both countries could strengthen their economies and encourage continued cooperation. So on the security side, both countries face similar problems like drug smuggling, human trafficking, pollution and piracy in the Bay of Bengal. So by sharing intelligence, conducting joint patrols and working together on naval operations, two countries can build trust and make their borders and seas safer. Diplomatic talks are already happening at the top levels. Leaders in both countries have said they want good relationship and have asked people not to use hateful or extreme language. India should keep listening to Bangladesh's concerns such as issues over water and border incidents and respond with respect and patience. So this kind of communication can help to reduce public anger and build trust between two sides. Cultural and personal ties between people of India and Bangladesh are strong. India supported Bangladesh's independence in 1971, and the two countries share many languages, traditions, and family connections. India can strengthen these ties by giving more scholarships to Bangladeshi students, easing travel rules, and creating joint cultural programs. So these efforts can help to counteract a negative propaganda, build goodwill, especially among the younger generation. And at the regional level, both countries are part of various groups like WIMSTEC and SAARC, which work on disaster relief, climate change, and fighting terrorism. And lastly, India should work with other friendly countries to give Bangladesh better alternatives so it does not depend too much on China or Pakistan. So by promoting a fair and balanced approach to regional security, India can help make sure that Bangladesh stays a friend, not a rival. So to sum it all up, the recent political changes in Bangladesh and its new friendships with countries like China and Pakistan have made things difficult for India. Bangladesh might now become a third pressure point for India, along with long-standing tensions with Pakistan and the growing power of China. So, but with smart diplomacy, strong development ties, and efforts to connect people on both sides, India still has a good chance to turn these problems into opportunities for long-term peace and cooperation. So friends, this is all about the three leads discussion for this given topic. I have already discussed these three leads. Take idea from all the leads and prepare this topic accordingly. So this is again a very high level topic and one of the recent topic these days. So prepare this topic well. So this is all about today's video and I hope this video will be helpful for you. So until then, keep learning, keep preparing, keep supporting and keep watching. Thank you and best of luck for your upcoming SSB. Jai Hind.